thought I heard like a deer in the direction that you're looking. Now that's a fire. You can see I was not really prepared to go anywhere. Hey guys, as you can see, it's a very windy day, and today we're car camping. You're gonna have to excuse the mess, but as you can see, I was not really prepared to go anywhere, and this is just an explosion of gear all over the place. We've been having some nice days, but we just can't seem to align everything where we don't have like hurricane force winds. We have gusts up to like 35 miles an hour right now. And every once in a while, it's just like nice, and then you get a crazy gust. So I've just turned my car around and to face the wind, so we have the back open near a fire pit. And yeah, I'll just bring you back once I get the semblance of that mess right in there, and then we'll go over it. So thank you for joining me today. Let's go camping. Wow, that looks so low. Fix that. Anyways, alright, so I finally made some semblance out of the back of my car. I'm up at one of my favorite locations, private property. And Brett, thank you. This is, I love your property. So yeah, I'm up here car camping. It's windy as heck. I had to position the car. Like out here, it's windy. All the wind's coming this way. I have the fire pit in front of me. So hopefully later I'm going to attempt to do a fire. Hopefully my truck will be blocking that off. I actually brought some real food, so we're gonna have some real food tonight. Nothing out of a bag. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's almost 60 degrees right now, but New England weather, you just it can turn on you just like that, like a split personality. Boom. Just don't know. So anyway, yeah, let me bring you around the truck, show you what's going on, and then I'll bring you back in a moment. Yeah. Ooh, that wind. All right, for a chair, instead of the Atipa, I have the Nature Hike YLO8. It's getting blown away, so I'm going to put that there. I have the Peak Vent 520 sleeping bag, and I did something a little different today. Let's come over here. So, yeah, I have the Peak Vent 520 sleeping bag. Inside the sleeping bag, I have a quilt. So I have a quilt right here. That's also, I can get in here and then into my sleeping bag. I have the Nemo Tensor sleeping mat, which is inside my sleeping bag. The sleeping bag is really roomy, really roomy. So I'm going to try it tonight with the sleeping bag in the sleeping bag. And military surplus pillow. And I just wanted to give you a little tip. Maybe some people might already know this, but if you know that dead space where you're, the head end, turn your seat, like your head cushion right there, turn it the opposite way. So that way the part that's usually facing backwards is facing it. Just turn it around, you know what I'm saying? And then that kind of gives you a nice little surface, to be able to put your head. So yeah, that's what we got going on. Back on the other side, I just have this little mat thing that I have down underneath this. Over here, I have a little blanket underneath this just to kind of keep it level. I'm extremely level right now. And underneath this, I have the let's see, what do I got under here? I have the closed cell phone mat, and under that, and on top of that, I have a blanket. So, there's enough padding in here to be comfortable, and hopefully it'll be warm enough. It is windy. I wish I could kind of relate to you how windy it is, and I'm hoping, because there's still a lot of wind coming through here, and I'm back here again, and I still have that same wood from the fire I didn't have from the last camp that I was here in the tent. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna try for a fire, but right now, yep, it's coffee time. So I'm gonna spare you all the making the coffee and everything like that, and I'll just bring that back when we have that made. And I appreciate you joining me today on this camp. We have a lot of cool adventures coming up. I'm gonna take it to some really unique places, and yeah. But today, we're car camping. Well, as you can see, yeah, it is pretty windy. And I think after we have a cup of coffee, we're going to take a walk. I've never really explored. Yeah, I've gone out into the field and stuff like that, but I've never really gone down the end and explored like around this tree line and like down towards like that mountain or anything like that. So well, after we have some coffee, we'll go check that out over there. And yep, another beautiful day, but it is windy. Yeah, before I brew this coffee up, and once I get that coffee going, then we'll go take that walk around the property and just kind of see what's out here. I wanted to get the stove going, but I'll bring you in a little bit closer. But I have a little piece of tinfoil that I pulled down from the neoprene sleeve that goes around this fire maple. But yeah, I got this little tip from Paul Mesner, and we'll try it out because it's extremely windy and the wind's coming in from this way. So it's just like some like heavy duty tinfoil. I think he used like a pie plate or that, better quality foil, but I just leave it kind of tucked up, in the neoprene. And when I need it, I'm going to, bring it down and it'll block some of that wind. So we'll try that and we'll fire that up now. Coming this way because now the wind's coming that way. Oh my God, this might not be a good demonstration. Alright, so as you can see, it is windy as anything. The flame seems to be doing okay. Let's see. This is the shielded part right there. And that seems to be taking the brunt of the wind. So there's a good tip, and credit goes to Paul Mesner for that. To me, that's a brilliant little tip. Just kind of keep a little piece of foil right up in the neoprene if you have one of those type of stoves that has a neoprene sleeve. Leave it tucked up in there, or just bring it with you and, put it in your kit. Well, the coffee water is boiling away. I just figured I have my window screen up already. And as you can see, it's the black on the outside. Works really well. I have, if you're wondering what all these little eyeball things are, these little things, every single one of these was found in the Freetown forest somewhere. So kind of odd, but I take them as I find them. And this is where they end up. But this is a great place to hang your fan. I won't be using a fan tonight, but come summertime, that's a great place to hang your fan. I'm going to open the sunroof tonight, and I'm going to put a screen over that, so I do have some ventilation. I'll show you that in a moment. What's going on here? Oh, we got a boil. All right. Okay. Just to prevent the wind from flying all over the place with the coffee grounds. All right, got that coffee made, of course. Cheers, guys. Thank you for coming along on this camp. What did you think about that tip from Paul Mesner? That little pull in the, you can see, hair in the eye. But yeah, that's a pretty great tip. Hold on. Ooh, it's a strong cup of coffee. But yeah, that worked out really, really well. I mean, I'm sure you know who Paul Mesner is. If you don't know who he is, where you been? You know what I mean? Tune in. He's got a lot of great tips. Takes you a lot of awesome places. Knows a lot of stuff. Knows what he's talking about. But anyway, so what's been going on? Before we get into that walk, lately I've been into hiking. Like, I mean a lot. Like, I can't even get enough of it lately, because you know what it is, like I never gave into, and I don't use an app, I just use whatever's on my phone, the iPhone. So, and you know, the little wheel thing that you know, tracks your steps. So I set it for like, and I don't meet that, you know, goal that I set for myself every single day, but I set a 10,000 step daily 10,000 steps. You know, some might say, oh, you know, that's not much, or some might be that's a little aggressive, you know. So, but I like watching how far I can go, and you know how many calories I've burned, and if I've done any inclines, and I don't know, I use it as motivation. So lately, that's what I've been doing, and I've been going anywhere from like little small ones of 5 to 7 miles, and I feel like I can really go further. So I'm going to bring you along on a hike coming up soon. We'll probably go about maybe at least at the minimum over 10, 12 miles. And I mean, not the whole entire thing. I'm not going to bring you along for the whole, you know, 12 miles hiking. But it'll be awesome. You know, I've been scouting out some more places to go camping. I'm going to probably do a wild camp coming up soon. I'm kind of scoping out a spot, so that'll be up and coming. Going to bring you to some cool abandoned locations, and maybe in state, maybe out of state. Who knows? Stay tuned. And some really cool historic places of interest, and not boring either. You know, this isn't like the History Channel or anything like that, but oh, we're gonna bring you along to some cool historical spots. So anyways, I'm going to enjoy this extremely strong cup of coffee. Cheers again. Thank you for joining me, and I'll bring you back when we're going to go take that walk. So I have this thing, I opened up my sunroof just a little bit, probably about that much, just so I have ventilation. Even though they say it is going to get down to about 35 degrees, I still need ventilation, as I don't want to be, you know, in a sealed box or anything like that. You know, my breathing helps with condensation, all that kind of stuff. So this goes on top of the roof, and it's magnetic, and it'll stick to the roof and provide like a screen for your sunroof. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, let's get it up there. All right, so this is just going to go over the top. Just go on the other side. So I just figured I'd show you that's what it looks like with the screen on the top. It's tight, magnetized to metal surface, and yeah, screen. That's what it looks like from the inside with the screen on the top of the sunroof. I just have it closed a little bit, you know, with the this part. And yeah, I like it. So I'm gonna sip that coffee, and then yeah, we're gonna take a walk kind of all along the tree line and see what's out there. So bring you back in a few. Thank you for joining me. Wow, nice, beautiful, bright, sunny day, but extremely windy. So before we head out on that walk, what I've been doing is I just kind of set up, you know, the little wood pile to go. I have my fire starters in there, you know, the little waxed pieces of cotton. I've built up a little bit of a firewall. The wind seems to be coming in from this direction, so I'm hoping that'll do. Just ducking down right here. See if I can do that. Just ducking down right here. It seems to be a little less windy than up here, so we'll see. But yeah, yep. You literally learn something new every day. I didn't know the flex tail pump light was a magnet. I didn't know that. Look at that. I didn't know that. Huh. That is so cool. I didn't know that. Huh. And these just pull out easily on the sides right here. So if you wanted to get it around something, you can just literally pull one out. You can just pull one of these things out right here and just pop it back in. So if you want to hang it from something or magnetize it to something, way cool. So yeah, we're gonna head out on that walk, do the perimeter, and just kind of take a peek and see what's here. So let's go do that. All right, before those winds kick up again, figured we'd take a walk. Wow. Look at this view right here. Wow, this is the view. Hello, sunshine. I'm not sure what peak or trail or mountain or whatever that is. I don't know. But we're just kind of walking the perimeter. I'm right there, as you can see. And this is the view. Like, hello. Ooh, that wind's picking up. All right. Can't tell what that is. It looks like that might be, I don't know, like a bench or something. Maybe the property owner put that out here. I have no idea. This used to be a farm. That's all I know. It used to be a farm. Sorry, you're probably like, what are you doing? I thought I heard like a deer in the direction that you're looking at, underneath like the sun right there. Just trying to see what's over here. Like, look at this, huh? Just looks like logs. And that's that. Isn't that's exciting right there? I know. All right, let's see. We're just walking the perimeter. That's what we're doing. So let me turn this around so you can get a better view. And again, thank you for joining me. So as I walk around the perimeter, there really isn't much to see. The same over here, there's my finger, hello. The same over here is what's over there. So, but yeah, look at these old stones. I mean, look at that. Some of these old rock walls. I mean, they could have been here from, I mean, we'll say the 1800s. But they could even date back as early as the 1600s, 1700s. This used to be all farmland, so this might have marked out property. It might have marked out cattle paths. I mean, wow. I love that. That's so cool. I wonder what this little site used to be. Do you think this could have been like maybe a building or something could have been here, or maybe a well or something at one point? It's kind of interesting. I mean, there's no markings on that. I don't know. Not sure. But yeah. Huh. Interesting. And again, those old stone walls, a fallen birch tree. Look at all that beautiful birch bark. Gorgeous. Yeah, so that was a nice little walk. I mean, the property seems to go on for forever, and there really wasn't too much to see. And I'm kind of glad about that. I mean, you know, it's a natural setting, so I was happy to see the rock walls, you know. I have no idea how long they've been there. They could have been there for hundreds of years. So I'm going to sit back and just kind of enjoy the weather and the lull of the wind at the moment. I know it'll be picking up shortly, but yeah, this is just nice. Thanks for coming along on that walk with me. I've always kind of wanted to check out the area, but was, I guess, too lazy or too busy, you know, one or the other. We'll go with busy. But yeah, but now it's time for lazy, because that's what camp's all about. Chilling out, relaxing, enjoying nature and your surroundings. And yeah, I'll bring you back for when I get the fire going, or dinner, or whatever happens next. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out together. Just put a couple of the window screens up, the good old Reflectix. And I don't have it up on the driver's side yet, just in the front, the back. Obviously, I'm going to leave the back, I'm going to leave the very back open. I'm going to leave the very back open, so I have, you know, some sort of view. And plus my windows are tinted pretty dark, so don't have to worry about that. But just in case anyone was wondering what I do or when I need to use the facilities, you can't even see that anybody would be there. You would only see feet. You can't tell. Obviously, you can be blocked in by the door. And that's my view. I mean, obviously, I know there's nobody, there's just no one here. So, I mean, no one's coming through. All right? No one's coming through. So, that's my, my privacy. Just in case anybody wanted to know what I do for the bathroom situation. Carry in, carry out. I have some spaghetti, and I have leftover sauce of sausage and meatballs. It's not frozen, it's just cold. So after the pasta is cooked, I'm going to add that into the pasta and just kind of warm it up a little bit, and then we'll be ready to go. But for now, I'm going to get some water in the pot. I'm sure this is 100% safe, I'm sure. Looks pretty secure. We'll just get that boiling, and then we'll add in the pasta. It is getting cold out there. Let me tell you. Oh, it's starting to feel like it's cold anyway. I think last time I checked it was 53. A little more. As you can see, I had to put my jacket on. I mean, I don't have to zip it up or anything, but the wind coming this way, you know, once I step out of the vehicle, it's windy. Oh, whoa. this should be done. Let's find out. Like, I just tried it and it was just about right, but let's see. I don't need all that. Oh yeah, perfect. So now I'm going to try and drain this without spilling it. And then I'm going to add this into that. And then just kind of hit it again with the heat on really low. All right, let's see. Okay, I don't think, all right. Yeah, this is going to be fine. This is going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Just in case. Because I want to really hold it down tight on the lid, because I'm going to do that. All right, let's see. Will that work if I pour it out this way? Let's find out live. Oh, it does. Works fine. This is part of the Fire Maple, like, Feast 4 or something like that. Wow, really cool. All right, now I don't want to drain too much of that. Oh, I guess I have a lot of liquid left. So I could put that in there. I'm gonna do this over here. Sorry if you can't see me. Oh no. Hold on. Oops. Meatball overboard. Yeah, that'll be enough. That'll be enough. All right, let me get this all going, heat it up, and ready to go. Nice. I'll bring it back in a moment. Oof, sorry for the angle, and you might be all crooked. But I'm just kind of heating up the spaghetti along with the sausages and the meatballs. I don't know if you can see that, but it's coming along nicely. Not burning anything because I left just a little bit of the spaghetti water in there. I'm kind of keeping it moving. Let that sit. Now dry out. Yeah, I'm starving. The smell of it, you know. What do they always say? I wish this was smell-o-vision, but yeah, I wish you could smell this. Got a beautiful sun, just about ready to go down. I don't even know what time it is. I don't know. Almost 7. I don't know. 6:45, somewhere around there. It's somewhere around there. But I'll bring it back when this is all ready to go. My favorite song is on. The Peepers, not the truck. Oh, I love it. I love it. Anyways, this is ready. I brought a lot of Parmesan cheese and I'm going to use it all. Look at that. We got some meatballs. We have some sausages in here. Everything's nice and hot. Yeah. Now, I was going to... Oh, look at this. I feel like... Hello. Why do I keep doing that? Hold on a second. Oh, my God. I was going to put it in on a plate, but there's probably more here than will fit on the plate, so just figured I'd explain why it looks like I'm being kind of savage eating out of the pan, but it is what it is. And bon appetit, bon appetito, whatever you want to say. I'm starving. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Italian food. Cooked in the back of the truck, looking out at mountains, listening to the spring peepers. Got you guys coming along with me. What else is there? Let's try a meatball. Oh yeah. Hot all the way through. Can't try. You gotta go for a sausage now. Sweet Italian sausage. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sweet Italian sausage. Mmm. Oh yeah. This is so good. I figured I'd eat now before it gets dark because I'm having a fire. You know, I'm having a fire. And I built up a wall and everything. And anyways. Alright. I'm going to chow this down and I'll bring you back when we do the fire. It'll probably be nighttime. But, alright. Thank you for joining me.
So pretty and no so bold. Got a heart full of gold on a lonely road. She said, I don't even think that God can save me. Am I gaining ground? Am I losing face? Am I lost and found my saving grace? I'm thankful for the gift my angels gave me.
Listen to that. Listen to that. That right there is nature's soundtrack right there. Listen to those peepers. They're just going off. That's my music for the night. So dinner was good. I'm just kind of cleaning up my mess. As you can see, I cleaned my pan. No sauce. I'm gonna put everything away before I get the fire going. And yeah, this is what I have going on right now. I built a little bit of a firewall right there with some logs that are on the property. I brought some wood right there, and there's my little get started pile. And then I'll move some of that aside when I get the fire going. So I'm just gonna clean up a little bit. Oh wow, that sounds just amazing. So I'm just gonna clean up a little bit, and I'm like I really am sidetracked, just from like how loud they are and how awesome it sounds, and this is just amazing. You know, in a way, I kind of wish I brought a tent, but it's really windy, and you know, when I'm in my tent, I do want to at least try and enjoy it a little bit. So, but yeah, let me clean up my mess, and I'll bring you back once we get that fire going. It'll probably be dark. It'll be dark, dark. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. Let's see if I can get this lit. Oh, that'll catch. Ooh, I don't know. As you can see, it is pretty windy. I'm hoping you can hear the spring peepers. Let me just stop talking for a second. Hold on. There's always like a car way off in the distance too when I'm like trying to have you listen to something. Hold on a second. All right, well, either way, we got a fire going. So I could probably just let that burn for a little bit, and then I'll add just a small piece of wood. I'm not gonna let this get out of control. It's slightly out of control, but I have water on standby. Now this is camping. As you can see, I put on another log. Maybe you didn't notice, but yeah, anyway, I threw another log on. It's been burning. Gonna let it burn for a little bit before I decide to throw on another one. And then, yeah, just gonna chill, enjoy the fire. And yeah, I guess that's about it. I mean, what else is there? The stars are beautiful. The sky is just incredible. I'm just going to throw a couple of still shots up on the screen. So as you can see, I mean, it's just amazing. The peepers are just going off. And yeah, I'm grateful to be here. I'm glad you came along with me. And I'm going to just chill out, get some heat. And then I'll bring you back in a little bit, or at bedtime, or, you know, we'll see what happens. But I'll talk to you in a few. Hopefully you can see that. I think that's a Big Dipper right up there. It's kind of like the inverted gravy ladle looking thing. Yeah. Wow. Crazy. Yes, there is an easier way to do this, but this is how I did it. Lock myself in. And my keys right here. Take my shoes off. Hey. Okay. So I sat out. I don't even know if you can see me. I sat out by the fire. Pretty much almost till the last embers burned. I put all the wood I had. Basically all the wood I had. I let that fire just burn out, and yeah, it's a little after 11:30. I was just sitting there listening to the peepers and just chilling and having some time to just relax. You know what I mean? So I think now it's time to get comfy. Okay, what do I need? Don't need to. It's chilly out there. It's the wind is kind of picking up a little bit. But let's see. Let's get into the quilt. First of all, let's see. All right, what's going on here? All right, there we go. Let's get in the quilt first. Okay. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get ready for bed, get myself all situated. You don't need to see all this. Guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me, and good night. We'll see you in the morning. Good night. Oh, good morning. Good morning. It's about 10 past 6. I've been up for about 20 minutes. I slept really, really warm. I slept warm. I didn't sleep good, but I was warm. I slept for a while, then I was up, and then I was just kind of like, I couldn't really get like a good sleep. I mean, I got some sleep, but it really wasn't a great sleep, but I stayed warm. The only time I really got like really chilly was that dip in the temperature between like 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm just gonna sit in the back of the truck right now and make a cup of coffee. So, wow, I'm actually staying and making a cup of coffee and not jetting first thing in the morning because it's cold. But it is cold. It's 36 degrees right now. It is supposed to warm up later in the day. I think it was supposed to hit maybe 60. So, I mean, nice days are coming, but those nights, they're still cold. So, good morning. Gonna make that coffee. I'll bring you back in a moment. Making coffee in here because I'm cold. Burr. Freaking burr. Good morning and cheers. Oh yeah, ear to ear. First sip. I don't know what it is. Like that first sip, it's different. It's just different from any other sip of coffee you take during the day. But the very first one, it's just something special. Let's get one more shot of that sun. Can hear a woodpecker or something. It's a little cloudy. I don't know where the sun went. I appreciate you guys coming along with me on this car camp. I had a great time. It was relaxing. It was fun to finally get that fire started. Even though we had some wind, we made it work. The little tip with the stove and the little neoprene sleeve, bring the foil down. That really worked really, really well. And dinner was excellent. But you know what? This is what it's all about. Waking up to this. I'm going to sit and just chill out and have my coffee, guys. And thank you for joining me on the camp. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.
Lost and found my saving grace. Thankful for the gift my angels gave me.